Welcome back to another episode of MotoGP Mac, and today we're going to talk about the practice session that just happened for the Solidarity Grand Prix in Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia. Now, before we get into it, here is how it finished. Pecco Bagnaia topped it from Marco Bezzecchi, Aleix Espargaro, Johan Zarco, Jorge Martin, Maverick Vinales, Alex Marquez, Marc Marquez, Pedro Acosta, Enea Bastianini, Brad Binder, Jack Miller, Taka Nakagami, Fabio Quartararo, Alex Rins, Franco Morbidelli, Luca Marini, Joan Mir, Raul Fernandez, Miguel Oliveira, Augusto Fernandez, Michele Pirro, and Stefan Bradl. So, what about the practice session? To be very fair and honest, Jorge does look a little bit tense, but, he's a lot more relaxed than I thought he would be. Pecco Bagnaia, again, had a little bit of a weird one this morning with Maverick Vinales, but again, this afternoon he did look okay. Did he look perfect Pecco? No, far from it. But again, he was pretty quick. So again, there's an awful lot to play for. Not a lot of time between himself and Martin, even though, 3/10 does seem to be a lot, but Martin didn't really have a proper run at it. Really good session for Marco Bezzecchi. Aleix Espargaro, we thought we were going to put a bit of a spoiler in Pecco's lap time, but he lost an awful lot of time in the last two sectors. And Zarco, definitely the surprise of the day for me. Straight into Q2 on a Honda, fourth fastest time. Seems to be gripping it and ripping it. Jorge Martin, as mentioned, steady in fifth place. Wouldn't say, Joe, he was amazing. Wouldn't say that he was super tight either. I think he just did enough. Maverick Vinales, good enough session from him. Alex Marquez beating Marc Marquez. Marc doesn't look pretty comfortable at all. Does look a bit of out of sorts, if the way I would call it. Pedro Acosta, again, solid enough from Pedro. Enea Bastianini, well, he needs to pull it out of the bag and get up there behind Marc already. He needs to make sure in the races he doesn't be finishing like that. The two KTMs, again, they looked okay. They didn't look superb, but they looked okay. Taka Nakagami kind of proving that Johan Zarco's pace is maybe genuine, being in 13th place for Nakagami, who is in his last Grand Prix weekend as well. Fabio Quartararo and Alex Rins very close together on lap times. Is that the potential of the Yamaha this weekend? Possibly. Franco Morbidelli did have a heavy crash. Luca Marini and Joan Mir battle of the Hondas. Mir did crash towards the end of the session, so therefore it did bring out a yellow flag, so a lot of riders' laps were cancelled. Raul Fernandez, not a bad one. Miguel Oliveira making his return after his injury. Not bad from him. Augusto Fernandez and the two test riders, Michele Pirro and Stefan Bradl. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good practice session. Nothing major, but good. Tomorrow, though, it's going to be hard to pick who wins the sprint. I reckon that it could be Pecco Bagnaia, but I guess we're going to wait and see. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What did you think of the practice session? And who are you favouring for tomorrow's sprint race? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below. And I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.